Today the Old Boys Association is on the threshold of reaching an important humanity at large and more specifically to the Maryites fraternity. St. Mary's English Boys' School had its early humble beginning in the Mission House of Grand Street in 1871. Reverend Monsignor John Vistorini, the parish priest of St. Mary's Church, Grand Street, started the school for the benefit of the children of the parish. This was to become later, the St. Mary's English Boys' High School in a new building behind the Mission House in 1872. April 1906 was a turning point in the history of the college, for it was on this day Reverend Father Francis Lawrence Breton joined as the director of the school. Father Breton unveiled his ambitious plans to raise the standard of the school by recruiting certificated teachers with the aim of preparing the students for Cambridge senior and junior examinations. Boarding facilities were provided in the upstairs of the main building starting from October 1906 to encourage residential learning. In what appears to be the first step in forming the Old Boys Association, Father Breton formed a sports club in 1907 with the help of many old boys. A cricket match was played between the old boys and the present boys to mark the inauguration of the sports club, and it became a regular feature in the years to come. The 1912 annual report speaks of the inauguration of the Old Boys Association in December 1911 with a gathering of over 60 of the Negombo elite, organized by the Vice President Mr. R.F.P.J. Atilik and the Secretary Mr. R.S. Dalpadato, with a call from Rev.Fr. Breton to those who have not joined to join the association. Mr. John H. Pereira, presumably the first president of the OBA, was a self-made wealthy proprietary planter who made his fortune in the plantation industry through sheer perseverance and industry. He was also a renowned philanthropist who donated much of his wealth to the poor and the needy, with the church coming first and foremost in his acts of public munificence. Having served the Negombo Urban Council as a member, he was finally elected the chairman. Early records of the school show the excellent rapport that existed between the school and the old boys, consisting of some of the elites in Negombo. Father Breton initiated several fundraising projects to raise funds for building classrooms, library, prize giving, etc. involving the old boys. Their continuous patronage earned respect and praise from Father Breton. Cricket matches were played regularly between the old and present boys. Annual general meetings of the OBA were well attended, with the usual fanfare associated with the fellowship. College centenary celebrations were held in 1971, which also marked the Golden Jubilee of the OBA. This monumental achievement was marked by several activities, including the publication of a centenary souvenir. Reverend Father Neville Emmanuel, very fittingly, earned the privilege and honor of guiding the college during this historic period. The General Secretary of the OBA, Mr. Joe, collaborated with the Parent Teachers Association and the school administration in all activities to make this event a memorable one. For the first time in the history of the OBA, an activity center of its own was arranged through the intervention of the rector, Father Neville Emmanuel. This was the building adjoining the Mission House to the north that was being unused for some time. At the request of the rector, the then parish priest of Grand Street, Reverend Father S. Fernando Paul, agreed to let the old boys use it for their activities. It became the center for more the OBA activities, such as monthly meetings, discussions, programs, etc. were held. Furthermore, the TT table that was donated by the parish priest was placed along the northern quarter of the Mission House for the recreational use of the old boys. By the end of 20th century, the OBA was slowly transforming into a professional body with streamlined systems and procedures. There was greater enthusiasm among the members, resulting in increased participation in OBA activities. Acquiring and developing the Kamashode sports ground took high priority among OBA activities. Development work included land filling, leveling, the construction of the security wall and the basketball court, etc., among others. Another significant achievement was the securing of the now-defunct clinic adjacent to the ground through an agreement with the Negombo Municipal Council. This provided a strategic advantage to the OBA in its activities and, more importantly, the development of sports activities of the college. Since acquiring the ground in 1997, development work on the ground and the OBA Center costing in excess of 10 million rupees had been carried out by the OBA. Years of unrelenting effort on securing a priest finally paid off with the appointment of Reverend Father Jayantha Wickramasinghe as principal rector of the college in December 2013. This was a joyous day not only for the OBA but the entire township, which had been in the wait for such a long period of time. To mark the arrival of the new rector, the OBA spent nearly Rs 2 million on refurbishing the new administration block, which was declared open on the 4th of December 2013. The donation of an 18-seater Tata school bus by the OBA addressed the long-felt need of the college, especially when it came to transporting students and teachers to official group functions away from the college. In a departure from the tradition, the OBA introduced soft skill development and career guidance programs with a view to equipping the school leavers with the right skills to face the ever-changing and competitive job market. An activity center with facilities for training, discussions, meetings, gymnasium saw the light of the day when foundations were laid on the 13th of March 2019 for a 3-story building of 8,100 square feet costing Rs 60 million. As at March 31, 2020, the superstructure was completed at a cost of over 13 million rupees. Year 2021 marks the unique feat of completing 150 years of service by the college and 100 years by the OBA. It provides an opportunity to reflect on the past achievements of these great institutions as well as introspect on the preparations to meet the challenges that lie ahead. Elaborate plans had been made for the celebration of the Jubilee year, including a plethora of exciting events. However, most of these plans had to be shelved owing to the current pandemic situation. Celebrated by the rector on 7th of October 2021. The declaration of Centennial Jubilee Year of the OBA was made by the Old Boy Priest, Episcopal Vicar of the Negombo region, Very Reverend Father Siswanda Cruz. A Thanksgiving Eucharistic celebration was held at St. Mary's Church, Grand Street on 5th of December 2020. Father Rector and a large congregation of the OBA members were in attendance. All were treated to light refreshments afterwards. The OBA has been the single largest donor of the college developmental activities. Since its inception in 1911, it has followed this tradition without exception. Despite its heavy commitment to the construction of its activity center, the OBA continues to honor its annual commitments to the college, the larger society and its members too. Those are monthly games coach fees, annual teacher felicitations, annual sports meet and other competitions, annual scholarships, annual blood donation campaign, etc. to the tune of approximately 1 million rupees per annum. National disaster relief such as flood, drought, COVID-19, etc. Annual members get-together, monthly meetings, etc. charged at cost. The OBA generates much of its revenue through various means such as annual fundraising projects, dinner dance, sponsorships, donations, members' contributions, etc. The college went beyond the traditional framework into areas such as leadership, discipline, spirituality, etc. in order to produce well-rounded citizens. Hence it earned the reputation of producing a large number of Catholic priests, if not the highest, who have served in very high and responsible positions in the Catholic Church. A shining example is the Archbishop Emeritus Right Reverend Dr. Nicholas Marcus Fernando, who was called to eternal rest on the 11th of April 2019. Father Nicholas Marcus Fernando became the youngest, at the age of 44, and the first diocesan priest to be appointed Archbishop on March 30, 1977, and since then His Grace has spearheaded and guided the Catholic flock of Sri Lanka with admiration. Among the brightest products of the college is a scholar who earned fame and popularity through his excellent work in the fields of print and electronic media, radio, education, writing, etc. Dr. Ariarath Nalanka Chandra earned a first-class pass at the London matriculation exam. He also earned a Commonwealth Scholarship for his postgraduate education at the prestigious Oxford and London universities. He has also served as a member in a presidential commission. As one could imagine, our forefathers obviously did not have the luxuries and the resources that we enjoy today, but they had the vision and the foresight. Whilst we are ever so grateful to them, the successive committees ensured that the journey continued despite the ups and downs and were instrumental in shaping the OBA into what it is today. All of us who are involved with the OBA at present know exactly what it means to be dedicated to a cause such as this. It requires the commitment and the sacrifice of our leisure and family time on top of what we already do in our careers. The OBA seeks to harness the goodwill from all Maryites present and past of all walks of life scattered across the globe. It creates an opportunity for every one of them to participate and be involved in the development activities of our alma mater no matter where they live. On this day, the 3rd of December 2021, we are all gathered here at Ulanro, Negombo for the celebration of the Centenary Jubilee Dinner with a view to sharing our sense of accomplishment and joy with the Maryites fraternity. This event has been planned on the lines of the Black Tie Dinner, which forms the climax of the Jubilee celebrations. Long live Alma Mater! Long live OBA!